Hello guys, you're welcome back to Forex Trading Made Easy. My name is still Chinedu Onuoha, and today we are delving into Forex analysis proper. And we mentioned that in Forex analysis, we have fundamental analysis and technical analysis. And today we are going to start with fundamental analysis. And when we talk about fundamental analysis, we are looking at the micro and the macroeconomic news or information that affect buying and selling or affect individual currencies. Remember, in an earlier course, we discussed that currencies are quoted in pairs, and therefore it is important to mention that whatever happens with a currency, a country affects the currency. So therefore, the economics of an economy affects the currency of that country. Okay, and there are several places to go to check out some of these fundamentals. We call them fundamentals. These are news releases, events, economic events that happen within an economy that determines the exchange rate or the pricing. Okay, and one of the most popular places to check for this is Forex Factory, and here you will find a lot of news releases on a daily basis and on a weekly basis. For today, October 2nd, you will see, for example, my own local time, 1:15 p.m. There is a news release that is coming on ADP non-farm payroll. Now, if you get to this point, the detail, you will be able to discover the frequency. Okay, so this source is from the Automatic Data Processing Incorporation. This measures the estimated change in the number of employed people during the previous month, excluding the farming industry and government. Okay, status, sometimes I will explain this in a later course. The frequency, this is released monthly, usually on the first Wednesday after the month. And so the next release date is here. And as you can see, previous releases and the forecast and so on. So the forecast, you will see for every release, there is a forecast. The forecast is, okay, what economists think or what it should be. And then previous is 99K. So they are expecting an increase in the employment change. Okay, so which is non-farm. So there is also what we call non-farm payrolls, which is major news. Now you will also notice on the impact that when it is red, it is considered high impact. When it is amber, it is medium impact. When it is yellow, it is low impact expected. And then when it is white, it is probably a holiday but non-economic. Okay, so many people consider the news, they consider the exchange rate. So let's look at a proper calendar for a week and take some deductions from there. So you can see this entire week, Monday, the Chinese yen had manufacturing PMI, and the result was positive for the Chinese yen. Okay, and this continues like this. You will see the euro. There is a German preliminary CPI which was 0.00, and it is showing red, which signifies, according to Forest Factory, bad for, well, red. So when it is green, it is good for the economy and so on and so forth. I want you to take time to analyze and study fundamental analysis. So many traders look now. Notice that the Powell is the chairman of the Federal Reserve Bank. Okay, Jerome Powell, and whenever he speaks, you would notice that this is high impact. Okay, and usually a lot of traders pay attention to these speeches. Okay, and it is important to also do a little bit more digging about how this works, but I'm going to still do justice to this. So you can see that Tuesday, which was yesterday, this euro had core CPI, okay, and this came out yesterday, okay, as at the time of recording this video. Okay, so this came from the Euro statistics, change in the price of goods and services purchased by consumers. So these are the micro and macroeconomics of the economy or the region that affects the currency. Okay, so traders want to check out all of this information. So let's give an example. Let's say overall you have seen all of the data releases from a particular currency. So let's say the New Zealand is having a lot of negative economic releases and the US dollar is having a lot of positive releases. What do you think that combination will amount to? Okay, so if you did not guess it right, the US dollar will gain strength against the New Zealand dollar. So let me take that again. If there is a lot of negative releases on the New Zealand dollar and a lot of positive releases on the United States dollar, it is simple to deduce that the US dollar will gain more strength than the New Zealand dollar, which is sell. But you don't just buy or sell. It is not advisable to just buy or sell because there is positive or negative. It is also important to consider what we will refer to in the future course as confluence of factors. So you should consider a confluence of factors before taking a particular trade. So don't just decide on a particular trade by itself. It is important that you have to increase the probability of your call. It is important to have a confluence of factors, more factors to trade a particular currency, pair, or instrument. Okay, so traders take note of what is going on in the economic environment to deduce, oh, if the employment rate is increasing, it is good for the economy. If it is if unemployment is increasing, it is bad for the economy. Interest rates and all. So there are times when even interest rates reduction will be good for an economy, and there are times when interest rates increments will be good for the economy and therefore the currency. Okay, so there are major news releases, fundamentals that are very important, and you have the GDP, you have the CPI, the PMI in most cases, the non-farm payroll, that's the employment and unemployment data, and the interest rate, which is the king of them all. Okay, and there are several others, but let's just mention these few. So have it at the back of your mind that employment and unemployment news releases are very heavy on the market. Interest rate releases are very heavy on the market. GDP in most cases very heavy, CPI and sometimes PMIs. Okay, and traders take advantage of these informations to know where price is most likely headed based on the fundamental releases that are valuable for the currency. Okay, now there are a lot of people who have done researches deeply in this, and I would recommend that you do a little bit more research on fundamental analysis and get some more information. In the next course, we are going to talk about technical analysis, and then we continue, into other fun things. Make sure you click the link at the description of this video to join our Telegram community to get free signals and a lot of free information and fun stuff about what we do. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next course. Bye for now.